here. Here, I'm assigning false to is raining. I don't know if you get that. I'm assigning false to is raining. Here, I'm assigning true to as umbrella. So this single equals to is just a sign of assignment. I'm assigning the value to the variable name. So here that I want to set, can I go outside? I want to set if it is raining to false. I have to use this double equals to. Can I go outside if it is raining? That's false. Or as umbrella.
Okay.
I don't know if that is clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I want to I think we have one other person. So I want to continue with the other data type we have today. So we have lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets that we've not discussed yesterday. We discussed only strings and the number data types, then booleans. Then today we want to look at what a list is. So a list is just a container. It's just like a container whereby we can store our items. And the items doesn't need to be a single data type. We can combine a lot of data type. We can have a lot of data type inside a container. So here I have a container, then I call it my fruits container, whereby I have apple, banana, then cherry. So the name of my list here is fruits. Then I have the items inside the list. This is my list. This is the list. Then I have the items. The items, which are apple, banana, and cherry. So let me go to my practice page then. Okay. Can you see my screen clearly, please? Oops, Mr. Kasim. Are we still together,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Okay, I want to create a list now. So I want to name it my list. So that is the name of my list. So if you want to create list, we use these square brackets. We use these square brackets, then each item will be separated by comma. So what can I call my first item? So let me call my first item apple. You can see I wrap it with quotes because it is what? It is a string. Then I can have any other data type inside my my list combined together. I can have 35, which is integer. Then I can have 76.3, which is a string. What else? I can have false, which is what? Which is Boolean data type. So what else can I still have? So I can have some other things like banana. Then I can have cherry. So I have orange here. So let me click on run. So it seems there was a problem somewhere. Undetermined string literal. Okay. Can you tell me where the problem is? You can see I have syntax error. It means I've violated syntax here. Mr. Kasim, can you please tell me where the error is? Did you notice any foul play here? Are we still together, please? Hello? It is this banana that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth item. So the fifth item, I need to close it up with the closing quote, then run it again. Hello, Mr. Kasim, are you still there? So let me print out my list and see what is there. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
We are with you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
okay, okay, thank you. So this is my list. So now I want to move on to how we can access this list. So how can I access the items inside this list? So if you want to access the item inside the list, we use the zero index method. That is, you start counting from what? From zero. So this apple will be is the first item, and the index will be 0. This 35 is the second item in my list, and then the index will be 1. This 76.3, which is a float data type, is the third item of my list, then the index will be what? Will be 2. So this first will be of index 3, banana will be of index 4, and this orange will be of index 5. So if I want to access any item in the list, so I go by what? By index of that item. So if I want to access this apple, so I go with the index of apple, which is 0. So I put it inside this. Okay, it is as thus my list, the name of the list, then square brackets, then the index of that item that I want to access. I hope that is clear. So let me click on one, then I have my apple printed out. Is that clear, please? So if I want to access the second item in the list, so I can use 1 to have the second item in the list. I think that is clear, please.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, if it is clear enough, if I want to print out my orange, what will be the index that I will use?
3.
No, I mean if I want to print out this element, this item.
The orange.
Yes, what index will I use to print it out?
5.
Okay, let me try that. Okay, good. But next time we have another thing that we call the negative indexing. So instead of counting up to this, I can just come here and use -1. That is negative indexing. So I will still have my orange printed out. So if you want to print out this banana, that means we can use the index of 4. So we will have banana. So in my negative indexing method, I can still use 2. I hope that is clear. So if you have a lot of things in your a lot of items are in your list, so instead of counting with larger numbers, I think this negative index method will be handy. I hope that is clear.
Yes.
So with this list, we have a lot of things that we can do with it. So we can change item inside the list. We can order it. We can have duplicates. That is two. We can have repeated item. We can have repeated items and the likes. So, hey, I'm sorry, please. Okay. We have some methods. We have some methods, some list methods. I have the names of the methods here and what each of them does. So I have append. That is this adds an item to the end of the list. So I can add another item to the end of this list. And how can I do that? I have the name of my list, as my list. So dot append, the append method that I want to use. Then I want to append this to it, this cherry. So if I click on this, so it's run successfully. So let me come down here, then print out my list. By now, I should have cherry at the back. So that is how to add another item to the list. So I have insert method to insert an item at a specific position. So here is an example below. Then I can remove item. I can remove what is at the last. Then I can use pop. I can sort the items. That is the ordered that I mean here. So I can rearrange. I can sort the items. Then I can sort in reverse order. So I can clear all what is inside the list. So I have some examples here. So can you please practice that? Create a list of an item and try to access the elements inside the items inside the list. Mr. Kasim, can you please try that?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And let me know once you've done. So, Mr. Kasim, how far? Are we still in power? Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. Just hold on. I think it's doing it. I'm done
Okay,
with
sir.
my own. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Kasim, we are waiting for you, please. So,
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
so did you get it? Hello, I can hear you. Can you
No,
hear
no,
me?
no. No, I can't get it. I'm trying to see the sample. What you use as an
Okay.
example so that I can use it to work, but I can't see it clearly. Can't see this one clearly.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Is it possible to increase the text on your screen, Mr. Yusuf?
Okay. Control
Okay.
plus.
Let me
If you can increase your
this thing
screen, I think those things are too tiny.
Okay, can you see
Okay,
it clearly
far
now?
better now.
Is
Yeah,
it better
better
now?
now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't do the two at the same time because it's too small.
how do you mean I can't do it at the same time?
If you put this one to the side, it will be too small for you to read. Unless you open this one.
It's now.
If you can do it like that, then it's okay.
Yeah, I'm with you now. I can see. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. So, have you
Hello.
been able to create your own list? Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me, please?
Right.
Hello? So, have you created your own list
Yes, yes,
and you can access it?
yes.
Okay, so that means we can move on to tuple.
Yes.
So tuple is just another container. So what is difference from the first one The first one, if you notice, we use square brackets. We use square brackets. Here, we don't use square brackets. We use this, our normal brackets. We use normal brackets. We follow the same principle. If you type in anything that is string, you wrap it with quotes. Each item must be separated by comma. And then we can still have a lot of we can still have the combined data type there too. You can have integer, floats, whatever data type you want to use as your item. So that is tuple. So in tuple, once you've created your own tuple, once I've created it like this, I can't modify it again.
Okay.
Unlike lists, I can come down here. The first item here in my list is what? Is apple. The first item is apple. I can set this to another thing. I can see my list. Then hey, can you please mute, please? Mr. Kasim, can you please mute? Then I can put in the index of that item that I want to change. Then I want to change my apple. So what can I change it to? So what can I change my the first item to? So let me change it to pineapple. So let me click on run. So if I click on run again, so my first item here is what? Is pineapple. It is no more apple. So it is not apple again. So in list, we can modify. That is, our list is what? Is mutable. But here in tuple, once you've created your tuple, you can't modify the items inside the list, inside your tuple again. So it is immutable. So I think that is clear.
Yes.
So, and the used case. So let's say you are working and you want to create like a container, like where you want to save something that you don't want anybody to change the values inside that container later. Like might be working and you are dealing with like amounts, like might be amounts of products or the like amounts of money, and you don't want anyone to change it later on in the code. So you can, instead of using the list, which can be easily accessible and changed, which can be modified, you can use tuple. Once you've created it, no one can change anything inside it again, and you can access the element of tuple the same way we access the element of list. So moving on to dictionary. So dictionary is a little bit different. I have here dictionary. A dictionary stores data in key value pairs. It's like a labeled list where each piece of data has a unique name, key. So here we have a key value pair. Like our normal English dictionary, we have the words, then the meaning, the description. So here too, I have the word, then the key. So let me go ahead to create my own dictionary and see how I can achieve that. So if I want to create a dictionary, so the name of my dictionary, so let me name it my dict. So that is the name of my dictionary. So equals. So if you want to create your dictionary, you use these curly brackets. You remember in square we use this. In list we use these square brackets. In tuple we use this. Sorry, I'm lost though. I'm coming, please. Oh. I think okay. Can you still hear me, please? So we use the
Yes.
normal brackets. So here we use the curly bracket to create our what? Our dictionary. Then we have the key. Then the key will be the name that I want to add. Then separated by this colon. Then the name of that, the value there. So since my value is in string format, is a string, I still have to wrap it with what? With these quotes, since it is string. So I want to move on to another item, then separated by comma, then another item which is age, then I still have to put my colon. Then since this is a string, I don't need to put any other thing, then comma, then let me add another thing, height, since it is a string, HEIG. So I can have my value to be anything I like. Then let me add city. So I can click on run, come back to another tab, then print out my. So now I have my own dictionary, my dict. So now I want to start I want to access the item inside my dictionary. So how can I do that? So I can access it by using my dicts. Then the key value, the key of that item that I want to access. So if I want to access the name, I will come here, put the key here. So I will have the value here as my output. So let me click and see. I have Sarah. So if I want to access my age, I will put the key here, then I have the age. So if I want to access what other things, if I want to access
Right.
if I want to have all my keys together, I can do my dicts dot keys. So I have all my keys, name, age, height, and what, and city listed here. So what other thing can I still do with my dictionary? I can change anything there this my age. I want to change my age to another value. So I want to modify my dictionary. I will come down here. I will pick up the key of that value that I want to change, then set it to another thing. I think that is clear. I will
Yes.
write the name of my dictionary. Like I will access that item, like I want to access the value, then I will set it to another thing. So let me click on run. So everything is perfect. So let me click on my dict here. This age should have been changed to 65. So I have my age to be 65 now. So I want to add another item to it entirely. So how can I do that? So what else can I add? What else can I add to it? My dict. So what else can I add to it? What else? What else? What else? So let me add status. So let me add status to it. Then I will set it to the value that I want. So what will happen? I will have error because this is a string and it is not in quotes. So let me click on run. So if that is successful, so let me check here. So I have one more thing added to it. So that is how to add another item to your. So we have some things that we can still do with our dictionary. So I have a list of them here. Then some examples here for us. So can you please practice that? Create your own dictionary, then try to access, modify it, and let us see the outcome, please. Mr. Kasim, are we still together, please?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
So
With
try
you.
to create your own dictionary, then play around with it.
Okay.
You've created it.
Yes.
So can you add another item to it? Can you change the value of an item there? So have you tried that? Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay. So we are moving on to another item which is sets. So another item which is sets. So here it's somehow similar to dictionary with these curly brackets. The only difference here is that this one doesn't support set, doesn't support key and follow. We have the item listed there like a list. So a set is a collection of unique items, meaning it automatically removes duplicates and doesn't keep order. So just a collection of unique items. So it doesn't support duplicates. So if you have okay, I have hammer listed twice, then let me create my own. So if I have a set of A, since it is a string, then if I still have another A there, so let me come down, let me click on run, then come down here, then print that set out. I will have only A and B. So set doesn't support, it doesn't support duplicates. So it is changeable, that is you can change the item there. So this is not ordered, no duplicates, then we use these curly braces. So you can access the item here like we access the item in list. So like we access the item in list, so you can access the items here too. So with the use of index, you can access the items here too. So the only thing is that this one use curly braces instead of square bracket, and then this one doesn't support duplicates while list does. So we are moving on to loops and conditionals in Python. So we are still in our Python basics parts. So I want to look at what loops is in Python. So loops helps us to run the same block of code again and again until a condition is met or for a specific number of times. That is the same block of code, instead of you running it yourself like numbers of time, so you can use a loop to repeat the same thing again and again itself. So we have our for loop. We also have while loop. So let us go for for loop first and see. So you use for loop when we want to repeat a task. When we want to repeat a task a certain number of times or through in a collection. So I have my list here before. So my list. So I want to print out the items inside this list. I want to print out my item. So, and how can I do that? So I can what? I can come down here, then I do my list, then I I can access the first item. And how can I access the first item? I can do index 0. So that will print pineapple for me. I can come down here and copy and paste, then change what is here. This will print what for me? 35 for me. I can come down here, change it here. What will this print for me? This will print the 76.3 for me. So what else can I still do? I can still come here and do 3. This will print false for me. So
Finish.
So let me continue with that. 4, 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I click on run, you can see I'm doing this manually myself. So the first one will print, this one will print pineapple for me. This will print the second item, which is 35 for me. This will print 76.3. This will print false. So with the help of for loop, I can do this without repeating myself like this. So, and how can I do that? I can say for item inside my list, for item in my list. Then you notice I put this column here, this thing. Then I will now come back here to start another line. So if I want to start another line, I will not start immediately after this 4. I will observe indentation. You click on your tab. So when you click on your tab or you press your space bar 2 times or 4 times, but 4 times is the is the standard one. But if you still press it 2 times, it will still work for you. So then I want to print out that items, then print item. So I want to print the item, this item inside the list. And what will this code, what will this line of code do for me? So I said for item inside my list, print item. So this will go to my list. So this will go to my list. Then it will check for the first item, which is pineapple. Then it will come down to the second line, then print it. It will still go up here to check for the next item, which is 35. It will come down here, then print it. It will still go to my list to check for the third item until everything here is what is exhausted. So when I don't have any other item inside my list, that is when it will stop. So let me run it and see the outcome. So I have my pineapple, 35, 76, false, banana, orange, and cherry. So it will stop on what? On the last item of my list. So instead of doing this or this, which one do you think is preferable? Which one do you think is the best way to go about it?
The last one, the for item.
The loop.
Okay, thank you very much.
For
Thank you very
item
much.
in my list.
This for loop. It is called for loop. So this for loop is so easy. You can think like, okay, this is like a little bit of manual is stressful, but I can still achieve that. But think of when I have like 100, 200 items inside my list. Can I still achieve this? Can I still achieve printing out this with this method? So definitely no. The only thing I can make use is this for loop of 18. So in this for loop of 18, I'm using it to repeat a certain task. I'm using it to what? To repeat myself. So that is what we use for loop for. I think that is clear. So please take note of
Yes.
the syntax. Take note of the syntax. Take note of the syntax. Let me go back. So the syntax goes thus. Then for item, I can use I if I like. You can use anything here. I can use I can use X, but just for the sake of clarity, I can't. That's why I use item inside the list. So most time they use I. Most time they use I. So here is the container. That is the name of my list. For I in my list, then I put this column there to end that line. Then I now move to the second line to observe indentation. So after observing my indentation, then I start everything that I want to do there. This indentation is important. So if I don't put indentation, I will have syntax error. No indentation error. So it is also part of syntax. Also part of what? Also part of syntax. So we have to observe our indentation. So for I, okay, I've declared. Let me change it to. Can you tell me the reason why I'm having cherry here instead of the items inside the list? Do you notice anything?
Uh, I can't see anything.
I'm expecting my I'm expecting this item to be what? To be the output. So
To,
but suddenly I
yes.
have cherry all through. So what do you think the problem is? How do you think we can go about that?
I don't know.
Then we change the print to I. I think we change the print to I, or we change the I to item.
Yes, we change this item to high. So I'm looking through I here, then I'm
Okay.
printing item. So that is where the problem is. So anything I'm using here, that is what
Okay.
I should print here.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I'm having
Okay.
I here. So let me print I here. Then I have everything in place.
Okay.
So I hope
Okay.
you won't make that mistake too.
Yes.
So next I'm moving on to while loop. So in while loop, so it is still another way where we can repeat ourselves. But here we use it when we want to keep something going until we notice any changes. So let me have an example. So in our while loop, we have let me call it the value of what we want to check. So if our I equals to 1, if our I equals to 1, then this is how the syntax goes. So while I is less than 5, then my column, then move on to the next line. I will make sure I observe my indentation. I don't start typing immediately after that, under that W. Then I will print out my I. Hello, can you still hear me, please? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
So if I print out my ear, so let us read this code together. So in my first line, I say I equals to 1. So I'm now checking for that condition. So while my I is less than 5, print I. What am I expecting it to print? Hello?
Nothing. You print nothing.
No, it will print the value of this I for me because I already set my height to be 1. I've already assigned my height to be 1. Then I'm now giving it condition. While I is less than 5, it should print I for me. So
Okay.
while I is less than 5, this will come up here and check the value of I. If truly the value of I is less than 5, it will come down here and what? And print I for me. It will still go up. So after moving up, it will still check the value of I again. So after checking the value of I, if it satisfies this condition, if it satisfies it, what else? It will come down here, print I for me. It will still move up, still check for the value of I. After obtaining the value of I, it will come down to this second line. It will check for the condition. If the condition is true, it will come down here, print I for me. So, but now, how many times do you think I will have this printed out? Hello?
Hello.
I think my explanation is clear. I'm asking a question. How many times do you think I will have this one printed out?
Many times.
So it will continue like that till my what?
Yes.
Till my system are crashed. Because it will be checking for this every time. So, and since every time one is what truly less than 5, so it will print 1, print 1, print 1. I will have a lot of print 1 for me. It will print it 100 times, 200 times, 300 times until my what? Until my system memory gets filled up and everything. So now I need to set what will increase the value for me. So until this particular condition is met, so that is when it will stop. So let me set my I equals to I plus 1, while I equals to I plus 1. So what will happen here? Let us see. So when my I equals to 1, then I move on to this line. So while I is less than 5, so if this condition is true, it will what? It will come down here, then print 1 for me. So after printing this one, it will move down here. Then we have I equals to 1 already. If I add up another 1 to it, this will be the value of what? Of the new I. So now I have the value of my I to be 2. Because as at this stage, I have my I to be 1. Then moving down to next line, I have my I substituted to be 1. So 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So the new value of my I will now be 2. So it will now carry this 2 up here. It will now carry the value of that I, the new value, which is 2 here. Then it will still check, is 2 less than 5? If that is true, it will come down here, then print I. After print that I, that is when I have 2. So it will come down to the third line. You know, the new value of I now is 2. Here, the new I is 2. It will now add another 1 to it. If it add 1 to it, then I will have this to be 3. So the new value now is 3. It will move up here. After moving up here, it will still check, is 3 less than 5? If that is true, it will print I. After printing 3 as the value of I, it will move down, then substituted the 3, which is the value of I, to this place. 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So the value of I is what? Is 4. So if the value of my new I is 4, then it will take that value here. If the condition is true, is 4 less than 5? True. So it will come down here, print 4 for me, then move down here. After moving down here, the new value of this I is what? Is 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So the new value of this is what? Is 5. On moving up here, is 5 less than 5? No. Since 5 is not less than 5, so everything will break. Everything will what? It will break. Since the condition is not what? Is not true again, and everything will stop there. I think that is clear. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
I think that illustration is clear.
Yes, it's clear.
So how while loop works and how this for loop too works. Can you please try that and see if you can have it successful?
Okay.
So you create your own list, then loop through it. Can you see hear me? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, because my network is doing somehow new. It's giving me one sign that everything went off.
Hello?
Hello, are you done?
Give me
Not from here.
error here.
Hello, can
The
you share
while
your
loop
screen?
is giving me two throughout.
Two throughout. That's
Yes.
beautiful. Can you share your screen?
Okay. I've gotten it now. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yes, I've gotten it now.
So I think we can move
Mr.
on.
Yusuf,
Hello,
kindly
sir.
share the workbook you are using for the loop. Don't forget to share it in the chat.
Yes, it is still the one we used yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay.
It is
Okay, let
still
me
the
check.
one we
But that one
used yesterday.
that one stop at
It stop at
that one
set.
did not continue.
Yeah, the one stop at set. That's why it stopped.
Yes.
The one we used yesterday.
Yeah, it stopped.
Can you
set.
please reload your
Okay.
in my own? Yeah, I have my list comprehension. Can you please reload your own?
We are reloading already. Okay.
Okay, can we move on now?
Okay.
So if we can move on, I have what I'm coming. Okay. So I'm moving on to if SR statement, the conditionals. The conditionals. So the first one I have here is if statement. That is when we are making a simple decision. So I'm using only my if statement. So here I have my age equals to 20. I have my age equals to 20. Then I want to check if my age is greater than or equals to what 18. Then this should happen. I have my if statement. Then I want to check if this condition is met. So if this condition is met, then it should what? It should do this for me. So I have my age to be 20 years. Then I have my age to be greater than 18. Then I'm checking if my age, I want to check if my age is greater than or equals to 18. So since my age is greater than 18, so it will what? It will print this out for me. You are eligible to vote. You are eligible to vote because the condition here is what has been satisfied. So that is if statement when you are using only if statement. So let me run that on my own. So if that condition is not met, so nothing will happen. So I have my age. So if age is greater than 18, so print I want to read this part. So if age is greater than 18, print you are an adult for me. So I need to define what my age is. The age that I want to check. So I have it to be 15. So if I click on run, so nothing will happen. So I don't have any output because I want to check if my age is greater than 18. Then print this for me. Since my age is what is less than 18, 15 is less than 18, so I don't have anything to what to be my output. So I want to change this to what to 19. Then let me click on run and see what my output is. So I have you are an adult because the condition here is what is satisfied. So for the case of when I have 15, so I don't have anything as my output. So that is why we have the else statement. Else statement. So in else statement, it is the part that will undo if this condition is not true. If this condition is not true, it is the else statement that will undo it. So now I want to check my age is 15 years. Then I want to check if my age is less than 18. So if my age is less than 18, print this out for me. Else, that is, if my age is not less than 18, if my age is not less than 18, if my age is greater than 18, print this for me. Then the else part handles if my age is what is less than 18. So if my age is less than 18, it will what print this for me. So with that, I will have you are not an adult now. So I think that is clear. So we still have some other one. which is if, elif, and else statements. If is the first part whereby we don't have the else statement. The second part is when we have the if, else. Then the third part is if we have what? If we have more than two conditions that we want to check for. That is when we have if, elif, and else parts. You have any question?
No, not yet.
So for this, if I want to include the elif part here, so I want to check, okay, what can I add here? If elif age equals to 18. So if the age, I want to start from here. So if the age is greater than 18, print this for me. Print you are an adult for me. Else if, which is shortened as elif, age is greater than 18, print you are just 18-year-old for me. Oh, no. Okay, if it is greater than, okay, that's correct. So if this condition, the first condition is satisfied, print this for me. If it is not satisfied, then come down to this third line, come down to this elif line, check if the age is equals to 18. So if it check if the age is equal to 18, if this is true, it will print this for me. Then if it is false, it will move down to this else part. Then if it move down to this else part, then it will what? Print what I have there for me. So I have example here whereby I have a lot of elif. I have two elif here. I can still have more than two elif here. So I want to check the score of the student. If the score of the student is greater than or equals to 90, then I want my system to print what? I want my code to print grade A for me. So if the score is greater than 75, greater than or equals to 75, it will print this for me. So my system will check if the score is greater than 90, it will print A. If that is false, the score is not greater than 90, it will not print this A, but it will come down to this elif part. So when it comes to this elif part, it will check if the score is truly greater than 75 or is truly equals to or greater than 75. And it is this part that will cater for those students for the score, which is between 76 to 89. So it will check if it is greater than or equals to 75. Then if that is true, it will print grade B. And if that is false, if the score is not greater than or equals to 75, it will come down here to check. It will not print grade B, then come down here to check this to the next line. Then the condition here in the next line is to check if the score is less than or equals to 60. So if this score is less than or equals to 60, if the condition is true, if it is satisfied, it will print this. And if it is not, it will still move down to what? To the next line. It will not print grade C, but what? Move down to the next line. So on moving down to this next line, it will not check for any condition again, because all these three conditions are above false. Once it encounters this else part, it will not do what? It will not check for any condition again. It will just what? Print out what you have there. It will execute what you have there. I think that is clear.
Yes.
So the first one we discuss if for a simple decision. Then if we are considering two things, we can use if else. So if is married equals to true, something should happen. Else, that is, if it is not married, then another thing should happen. Then we still have the third one, which is if elif else. We can have as much as elif statements we like. We are in between our if and what and the else. So can you please quickly practice this before I move on to function?
Okay.
I hope you notice the syntax. I'm observing the indentation, then I'm putting this quote here.
Yes.
This is nested if in Excel. This is nested if in Excel. As if this is this, do this,
Yes.
then do this, then if this is this, do this, and finally, it's interesting. Madam Junwa, you're welcome. Are you getting it?
Good
Madam
evening, sir.
Junwa,
I just joined. Yes, sir. Good evening,
I
sir.
know you joined late, but are you getting it?
Yeah, I'll go back to the recording later. I'm just following and seeing what he's doing.
Okay. But as you are following, is
Yes,
it
sir.
making sense at all? Or is it difficult?
Yes, sir.
It's very straightforward. I see that Python is easy. Once you start from a basic and you have a good instructor. Yeah. So you don't need to run away from Python. Yeah. Don't
It's
run,
true.
no.
Well,
Yeah, well done.
inshallah.
And do it. Yeah. People are doing it are not better than
Yes.
you. Yes. You can.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. You can. You can.
It's just dedication and give it time. It's true.
Yes.
Then practice. It's true. I will.
Great. Okay.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
sir.
Okay.
You are done with everything
Yes.
so fast. So I'm moving on now to function. No, before function, I still have list comprehensions. So let us quickly check what is in list comprehension. So list comprehension is a quick and elegant way of to create new lists. So in list comprehension, we are creating a new list from an existing list. That is what list comprehension is just all about. creating a new list from an existing list with just a single line of code. So let me skip all these stories, then go straight to the point. So I have a list of numbers. Let me call my list num equals to of numbers 2, 4, 6, 7. So I want to create another list now from this list using a list comprehension. I want to create another list from this list using list comprehension. So, and what I want to do is that I want to square all this number. I want to square all this number. So how can I do that? So if I want to square all this number now, I will go for first statement for I in my what? In my NUM, then I have my this thing, then print I square. So this is how we write square in Python. So this will look through my code, then pick 2, pick 4, pick 6, pick 7 for me. It will pick 2, square it, print it out, go back to pick 4, then square it for me, give me my print it out for me, then go back to pick 6, square it, print it out for me. The same thing for 7. So, but now I don't want to do that. I want to do that with a single line of code. So this is the syntax. So the syntax is just the new item for item in my list. And what is my list now? The number. The NUM is the list. So let us start from here now. For item in NUM. And what are those items? They are what? They are the 2, 4, 6, 7. So here, this other part will be that new thing that I want to happen to what? To this item. So I want my item to be such that. So I want to print out the square of my item. So this first part will be the new item that I want to achieve. Will be the new thing that I want to achieve. Then starting from this item here too should be I. So if I print this out now. Hello, can you still hear me, please? Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
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 Okay, thank you. Okay, with this, I've printed out the square of all these numbers inside my list. Here, I achieved 2 things. I create another list from an existing list. I create a new, okay, with this, I've created a new list. So this is my existing list. Then this is the new list that I just created. Then I can assign any name to it. If I want to name it, then any name that I want to assign to it, so I can do that. So this is the syntax for list comprehension. So there is nothing difficult in it. So in list comprehension, we have for item in what? In the list. So what do you want to happen to that item? So what do you want to happen to that item will be at the what? At the front here. So for item in what? In the list, in your list. So what you want to happen to that item will be what? Will be at the front here. So that's how to what? How to use list comprehension. So you pick up the items inside the list by using for, then the name of your list, then anything that you want to happen to that list. If you want to change the value of the items inside your list to upper, to lower, to anything, so you are doing it here. So then you have your what? So that is all list comprehension is all about. Any question about that before moving on to function? Hello? Hello, are we still together, please?
Yes.
Clear, please, or I should take it again.
It's
Is
clear.
that clear, please? Or I should take
Yes.
it again.
Yes.
It's clear.
It's clear.
Okay, thank you very much. So moving on to function now. So a function is a block of organized reusable code used to perform a specific task. So instead of writing the same code again and again, you define it once and call it or use it whenever you need it. So this is just the most important thing about our function. So instead of writing the same code again and again, so you just write it once, then you pack it inside the function, then you call it whenever you need it. So that is function for you. And we have two types of function. We have the inbuilt function and the user defined function. So we've seen a lot of inbuilt function before. Our print, all these print statements is a function. It is inbuilt. What else? Okay, input. We use input yesterday. That input is also a what? An inbuilt function. So all these are what? All these gets items, key, values, items, update, pop. They are what? They are example of inbuilt functions that we are just using now. But we are moving on to user-defined function. We want to write our own function and define what it is for. So we want to define what we want to use it for. So this is our defined function. So this is an example of a function. So if you want to create a function, this is what you will have. You have the keyword def. Yesterday I mentioned Python keyword. This is another keyword that you don't just use it anyhow in Python. So this is def. Sorry, please. Then we have the name of the function. The name of the function. Greet. It can be anything. Then we have these parentheses. So these parentheses will hold the parameters if we have, but if we don't have parameters, it will be as it is, empty. Then we don't forget our column. Then we observe our indentation here to avoid indentation error. Then we execute anything that we write our code here, anything that we want to happen inside the function. So inside this function, I name it greet, and I want it to print hello, welcome to Python for me. So how can I use it? So here I've defined my function here. So how can I use that function that I've defined? Like when we are declaring a variable name, then assigning a value to it, later on we call on and this is how to achieve that. So if I run this, then I will have the command inside that function. So let us try that out and see how it works. Hello, are we still together, please? So I want to define a function. So if I want to define a function, I start with the word def. It's a keyword. So with this keyword, after typing the keyword, then the name of my function. The name of my function. So if I want to attach two names together, so greet user, then if I don't want any parameter, so I will let that parenthesis as it is, then my colon. Then moving on to the next line, I observed my indentation, then print what I want to print. So here, let me run it. If I run it now, nothing will happen. So moving on to the next line, I've defined my words. Since I don't have any error, I've defined my function successfully there. So let me now move on to use that function to call it. So the name of my function, which is greet user. So with this, if I run this, it will execute the line of code inside that function. I have a single line in my own case. Then if I call this function now, it will print what is inside that function for me. So I've clicked on run, then I have hello printed out because that is what is inside my function. So that is how to create function. So if I have like many lines of codes inside this place, so I can wrap it up inside the function, then call it out to use it anytime I want. So inside this place, we now have what we call parameters. Parameters, it is just like a placeholder. It is a placeholder here. So I want to include the name of the user. So let me include name. So I want to, so if I click on run again, at first, I don't include name here. I have this to be empty. That is why I have this to be empty too. So now if I have this empty and I click on run, I will have error. Since I have placeholder here, I need to put the value here. Since I have placeholder here, so I need to put the value here. If I have two placeholders here, I need to have two values here. If I have three here, placeholders, that is the parameters, I need to have three values here. So let me now use this placeholder in my code. So I have my else statement. Then I want to print out my name. So this is where the knowledge of that print statement, how to print in different formats, comes in handy. So I want to print out my name. So this is what I want to happen. If I call this function, since I have a parameter here, which is this name, so I need to have the value here, and this value is called arguments. The value is called what? Argument. I don't know if you get that. The value is called argument. The placeholder is called parameter. The value here is called argument. I don't know if you get that right. So now when I click on run, I have hello Sarah. So, and the rule is if I have two parameters here, I must have two arguments here too. I must have two arguments. So hello name, let me use age here too. So I want to print out the name and age. I have two parameters, then I have two arguments. I hope that is clear. So let me click on run, then run this one too. So I hope that is clear. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I can still have instead of this print statement, I can have return. I can have return. So let me copy this to another tab. I can have return. So in this return, and this is how return works. So I can still print this out with this return. So when I'm working on when I'm writing my code, so I can have many lines of code, but once I have this return statement, everything will end there. So anything below this return statement is not part of what? Is not part of this function again. I hope that is clear. Anything that I want to have as part of my function should be before this word, should be before the should be before this return statement. Anything below this return statement is not part of my function again. So in a function, everything ends here. So, but in my print statement here, where I use print, I can still have another thing here. I can still have another thing here. I can still print anything. I can still have another thing after. But once I've used a return statement like this, I can't have anything below it again. I hope that is clear. So when you are using return or print within your function, please take note of that. Is that clear, please?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
is that clear? So
Yes.
if
Yes.
that is clear, to show me that it is clear, so let us write a function, Mr. Kasim. And what will that function
Yes.
do for us? It will calculate the area of a triangle, for area of a rectangle for us. We do that. A function that will calculate the area of a rectangle for us in order to practice this function. Can we do that?
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Kasim. So can you guide me
Yes.
on how to go about it? So what should I start with? Hello. So since I'm
Calculate
writing a
the
function,
def.
I'm starting with def. Then the name of my function. What should I name my function? You can name it anything
Triangle
you
area.
like. Anything you like that will not give you
Triangle
problem
area.
in the nearest future. So let us use rectangle area. So since we are calculating the rectangle area, so what else should I do? What else should I do? What else should I do?
Length and breadth.
Okay. Where should I put that? I should print this like this, Abi.
Yes.
So my length and breadth like this. Am I right? Am I right? You are the one guiding me. Oh. Hello, are we still together, please? Hello. I can't hear you again. Hello, hello, hello. Am I still online, please? Are we still together?
Hello?
Okay, Madam Ujua,
Can you
are
hear me
you
now?
with us, please? Yes, I can hear you now.
You cannot put the value.
So I
You
can
cannot
now
put the
put the
value of
value
the length and breadth.
here.
Yes.
So let us run this. So thank God we don't have error. Then I want to call on my function here. Am I right like this? Am I right like this? You are muted, please. Hello, I can't hear you if you can
Hello?
hear me. Yes, I can hear you now.
I can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen again.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
So
only see. Yes.
you can see my screen
Yes,
now.
I can see it now.
So it's your network. So are we done like this? Are we done? I can't
I don't
hear
think
you
so.
again. You think so? Hello, Madam Ujunwa, please, we need your contribution, please, if you are with us.
No, sir.
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You're not done.
Okay, what else do
You're
we need
not
to do?
done. So to the length as breadth should give us the length
Okay,
multiplied by width
where should I put that? Where should I
to
put
give us
that?
the
Where should I
area.
put that? Should I do that inside this print statement? Hello?
Under the yes.
So uh
Yes.
okay. Let me try that in another cell and see what the outcome will be. So our L, it's like this, Abi. Am I right like this? Is this what you are asking me to do?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I click on run? So
Yes.
I've clicked on run. So now I want to call on my this thing. So rect area. Then what else? Should I click on run or we still have anything to do?
Yes.
Hello,
Just
should I
click on
click
run
on run?
because we
So
have
if I click
the
on run, so we have error.
run. Yes. Rest.
So what solution will you prefer to this? Hello, we have name error. L is not defined. We are using this L and we've not defined it anywhere. We've not used it anywhere. Can you hear me, please?
I can hear you.
So we have error. So what do you think we can do? What do you think we can do? So the problem is either we put in value, we slot in value, we add code everything like we've done here, or if you want to use if you want to make it more dynamic here, we will use what? Parameters. We've omitted our parameters, which is our length and breadth.
And breadth.
So you can see we don't have it underlined here again since we've make reference to what? To where these are coming from. So coming down here, parameters are just placeholder. I will now slot in the what? The arguments, which are the values, though which is 3 and 4, which are the arguments. So if I click on run now, I will have what? So what is the problem now? So rect area takes the 0 positional arguments, but 2 are given. So let me run this again, then run this again, then I have 12. So I have what is written here, I have it what executed here. I hope that is clear.
Yes, very clear.
So we can still make it interactive in the sense that you will do that for us as an assignment, then we will check it in the next class. So I don't want to
Okay.
slot in this value here, 3 and 4. I want to receive it from user. If you want to receive anything from user, use input function. Is that clear? So I want you to work on it.
Yes.
So enter your length, GTH. So the user will enter his length. So the same thing for what? For breadth.
Right.
The user will enter its what? Its breadth.
Right.
So it is that breadth, it is that length and breadth that you received from the what? From the user that you will now work on. It is not you. It is not you that you will do what? That you will type in the value here. I hope you get what I'm saying.
Yes, yes. I'm getting it.
So it is the value of length that the user type, the value of breadth that the user type that we will have here, that we will work on. So I'm almost done it for you. So you just need to work on the logic then and arrange it. But don't forget to what? To assign variable name to this. and this too. So you can use it anywhere in your what? In your code. Is that clear, please? So we have one more thing which is called Lambda.
Yeah.
So it is called anonymous function. You know, this function that we've declared, this function that we've defined here, we can use it many times. You can use it as many times as we like inside. But this Lambda function, this anonymous function, you can only use it once, and that's all. You can't refer to it again. So if in another page, I can still use this function. In another page, I can still import this function, then use it there. But function, you can't use it anywhere again. You can only use it once. So you can't refer to it again. So it is called Lambda function. And if you want to achieve that, you just write Lambda. So when you've written your Lambda, so you can write X, you can write Y, you can write anything. Then what you want to achieve with that thing. So for me, I want to find the square root raised to power 2. So that's all. If I run it, then I don't have any error. So let me make it functional, assign it to what name. So I can come down here and say SQ, then put in the number. Put in the number here. So what is this line of code doing for me? I define my anonymous function as lambda y. Then I put that column. Then my y raised to power 2. My y raised to power 2. So I've this is what I want to execute inside my words in that
Lambda.
function. So I name it SQ. So I come down here, call it SQ, then slot in the value of this Y. So if I click on run, it will get me, it will what execute this for me. Then I have the value. So I can only use it here. I can't use it in any other cell again. I can't use it anywhere again. I can only use it here at once. But unlike this Rex area, you can use it in this cell below. In all part of your code, you can use it. In another page, you can still use it there. You will just import it to that page and still use it there. So that is anonymous function for us. So I still want to mention another thing, and it is global scope. It is scope. So if you define your value here, like okay, let my length be this len. So since you've defined your length above this function, above, because Python works line by line, it will first read this first line, then work on it. It will execute this first line. Then when it is done with this first line, it will move on to this second line. So when it is done with executing this second line, it will move on to this third line. So when you declare a variable here, and it is about this function, so it is called global variable. So you can use it anywhere below in your code, anywhere below in the cells below. You can use it. So a value that I've declared here, I can use it anywhere below. I can use this age below. I can still, that age 15, I can come down here and use it because I've defined it above. But that is called global variable. So if you define any variable inside your function, so breadth is equal to 4. So if you define this variable inside your function, you can't use it anywhere again. You can't accept that inside that function. That is, outside this function, you can't use it. You can only use it inside this function. That is called a local variable. This length is what? Is global variable. You can use it anywhere. Inside your function, outside your function, you can use it. But if you define anything inside this function, it can only be used inside this function. It cannot be used outside. That is local variable. Come down here and do what? And define another length equals to the value you want it to be. If you don't want to go with the global variable, the global value, you can define your own inside your function, and everything ends inside this function. So with this, it will neglect and ignore the one. It will use this one that you've defined locally, and everything ends here locally. Once it's moved below this print statement, it will continue with this value. I hope that is clear. Hello, I hope that is clear enough.
Yes.
So
Hello.
I don't know if you have.
Yes.
Hello, I can hear you. I don't know if you have any question, please. Any question so far? Or is everything clear? Hello, is everything clear?
I will
I
go
can't
through
hear you
the
again.
yes, I will go through the video again.
Okay. So if you have any question, you can drop it inside the chat. So you can go on and create your own list, then try to print the items inside the list. So the same thing for dictionary, then try everything. So I think we are good for today, so we can call it a day. So next week, by the grace of God,
Okay, sir.
we will continue with NumPy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf. You have a nice day.
You're welcome, sir.